What's going on, Garage Gang? Matt from GarageMC here. I got Tim the Stig with me right now. Guys, you guys know me for building quads that we dump a lot of money into. A lot of money. Not everybody wants to go spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 on a fully custom built quad. So, I went and picked up two quads. They're both identical. They both each have their own problems with them, okay? I'll tell you later on in the video what I got each one, like what I paid for each one. In this video, we're going to get the one that I got for Tim running, and then we're going to see what the other one needs in the next video, but I'm going to show both of them to you right now. Stay tuned. So guys, contestant number one, both of these quads are TRX 400EXs, 99 to 04 body style. Non-reverse quads, they're plentiful, parts are cheap. Right now, it's pretty damn cold in New Jersey. All right, and pretty much anywhere you live, if it gets cold this time of year, right now is the best time to go buy a quad because people are selling them. There's so many people selling them. They're dirt cheap, not moving anywhere. You can get a great deal right now. It just is what it is. Some of you guys are going to be asking, damn, Matt, you work outside, you work in the garage, and it's ice cold out. I got a cool-ass product to share with you guys. I'm going to show that to you a little bit in the video, how I keep myself warm, and we wear it when we go riding too. But quad number one. I believe this is a, I forgot what it said, and just to get rid of any speculations from any of you guys, both this 400EX and the one that I'm going to show you over at Tim's house, both have titles. So any of that, oh, that must have been stolen, any of that stuff. Any of you guys that follow the channel, you already know ain't nothing like that coming here. Nothing comes to stay without a title, all right? Just ain't worth the hassle. It ain't worth the couple bucks you save to just always know that your shit might disappear one day, you know what I mean? Or you might get charged with something. It ain't worth it, guys. So this one will be in the next video on this series. Right now, we're going to go over to Tim's and take a look at the one that we got for him. Let's go on and get on into it. Tim, what do you think, bro? You excited for this?
Hell yeah.
Tim, man, what you think about a 400EX, bro?
I love stunting them.
Yeah? How do you feel about them compared to a 450R?
400EX is like the king of trail riding.
Yeah?
And stunting.
What do we mainly do?
Trail ride.
Yeah.
And stunt.
So guys, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, the 450R is a way better quad. Yeah, I mean, it is. On paper, it is a better quad. All right, 450R requires a little bit more maintenance, and it all depends on what you're doing with these quads, man. For an everyday rider that just goes out and has some fun on the weekends, or even with a 400EX, you might just want to ride it once or twice a year. It don't matter. You just might get the hair and be like, yo, you know what? I want to go ride my quad. It'll be there ready for you. 450R, they require some maintenance, you know, a little bit more than the 400EX does. Sometimes you get away with, oh, I don't know, Tim, what, 500 hours on a stock engine?
My shit got 466.
466 hours.
With a couple valve adjustments and a whole lot of oil changes and air filter swaps.
Yeah, so obviously basic maintenance. 400EX damn near run without oil in it, man. Damn near run without oil in it. But, you know, if you're going to go racing, 450R. If you're, you know, a casual just rider, you like to go take a little rip here and there, 400EX for the win all day.
You build a tight 400EX engine, there's no reason if you don't, if you take care of the engine oil and air filter, it won't run for 15 plus years.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's what these quads are just great for, man. They're just a jack of all trades, master of some. Not none, some. Anyway, done enough talking. Let's go check out Tim's bike. Here we are over at Tim's place. We had to empty his garage out because, just like me, it's packed full of quads and dirt bikes and all kinds of stuff. So, contestant number two. Let's check it out. Tim, what year does this one say on the front? It's a 01, I believe?
Yeah.
So, 2001, guys. This is exactly how I got it. This one is actually, it's not in bad shape, man. It just needs a little TLC. Like I said, I'll let you guys know what I got each quad for, like money-wise. So, just by quick glance, see what we got. We got a DG front bumper. It's got some, I guess, DG nerfs. Everything appears to be bone stock. It's got a Chinese carburetor on that. That's going to have to go. We won't do that in this video because this video is basically just going to be what's it going to take to get this one running. And if we can't get it running in this video, we'll also, in the very next video of this series, we're going to see what the one that I have over at the house needs, whether we can get it running or at the very least get a list of what we're going to need. And then in the third, this will be a few video series. So, you know, get your popcorn out. But anyway, Tim, man, I say she's not bad, bro. She's not.
It's going to be fun.
So, just by looks, the front plastics were just sitting on there. None of the key or anything was connected. I just put the wires together real quick. And right off the bat, we have power. One headlight works, the other one doesn't. So, we need a bulb there. We do not have an exhaust on this whole thing. There's no header, no silencer, nothing. And there's also no exhaust studs to bolt the header too. But you guys know your boy's about to start getting into selling some parts, man. These are the GarageMC brand stainless steel head studs with the Allen key at the end of them so you can turn them in. So we're going to be using those. Yes, I have those in stock now. I'll let you guys know if you need a set where you can get some as soon as I make my website available. But anyway, all right, let's get into this, Tim. What you think, bro?
I'm ready.
Let's get after it. Started putting in the GarageMC stainless steel head studs with some anti-seize, obviously. You don't want to put stainless steel into aluminum dry. We got one broke off exhaust stud right there. So, just wanted you guys to see what's going on. Obviously, we took the body off of it. We realized we're missing a fuel line to go from the gas tank to the carb. So we're going to have to cobble something together there. Guys, check this out, man. It still has the factory case saver sprocket guard on it. It still has the flap for the battery, and the toolbox is still connected. It's missing the cap though. Everything's all here. The bucket that the battery goes in, like, you don't see this often, man. These are usually missing all this stuff, man. Pretty damn original bike here. We got a bent steering stem. We're not going to tackle that in this video, but yes, you know your boy's got a graveyard of 400EXs. This is what I always tell you, man. Like, buying and fixing bikes and selling them, it's great to stick to the same make and model all the time because you always have the parts. Went ahead over to my house and grabbed a header pipe, this silencer. These side panels obviously came with the bike. They got the graphics kit to match. We noticed that the front fender, all the bracket tabs are broke off. It's pretty common on these for those to get busted off. So we're gonna have to do something about that. Not a huge loss, even though the plastics are pretty damn clean. But we got a crack in the front fenders here. I'm gonna go ahead and hot staple that off camera. You guys, if you wanna look through my older videos, I show all that in video, hot stapling and fixing cracks like that. So we're gonna put some heat on this exhaust stud that's broke off. This one here, and there might just be just enough to grab onto to get that off. Definitely using heat helps though. When you heat up metal, it expands the metal, so it makes it a little easier to get stuff like that out. We're gonna tackle that. We'll pick back up after we get this head pipe on. All right, fellas, no dice on that stud. At least with the engine in the frame. Don't worry, we already thought ahead for all this. I have OEM heads already on the shelf, already rebuilt, ready for insertion. We took the, Tim, where's that airbox at?
Over here.
Took the airbox out. Filter was halfway chewed out. Guys, it is not hard to maintain your bikes, man. The whole intake tube is full of dirt, like pretty bad. So, what's that filter look like, Tim? Yeah. No bueno, guys. Your air filter is for a reason. Some of you might ask, what is an air filter for? Well, it's in what it's called. It filters the air. It's pretty bad, man. So, guaranteed that top end is, this quad's probably gonna smoke. Probably gonna smoke a little bit, but that's okay. That's the whole point of this series. What can you get for cheap? What will it need? What's it gonna be total just to have a machine that you can go run and ride? So, this is just the stuff that, you know, you run into when you get a cheaper machine, you know? So, now with this disappointment right here to start with, which isn't that bad, I want to share a product with you guys that I let a company send me, and I will put the link down in the description so you guys can check it out. So guys, when I go riding in the winter or I'm working outside, which, you know, I'm still working out of a one-car garage with all these machines, so can't always have the comfort of being in a nice toasty garage environment. And also, when I go riding and it's like really cold out, some days most people will be like, hell no, I ain't going riding. I don't like to get so bundled up to where I can't move and you look like the Michelin Man. You know what I'm saying? Or oh, what was it? The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man? I don't like that. I like to be able to move freely when I'm riding. So what's the answer to that? Thermals. Check these out, man. I'm a big fan of some like really nice fitting, comfortable underwear type stuff to keep yourself warm when you're out there riding. These are not expensive for a set. This is the men's set. They also offer them for a female as well. I will show you guys the female setup when we go riding with Emily in a couple days. And you guys will get to see those too. So, you know, any of you guys that go riding and you got to listen to your girl that wants to go with you, bitch, and you think you're going to get away with it because it's cold out and she ain't going to want to freeze, well, those days are over because they make them for females too. So we'll check those out. Link in the description, guys, if you guys want to order yourself a set. Thank you to this brand for supporting the channel. And go over there and get yourself a set, man. One way to help the channel out is to show support to the companies that show support to us. We'll see what we're gonna do about this head pipe now. So we're getting to the first attempt, man. All we got here is some 89 ethanol free from what, Delaware, Tim, in your route? Maryland.
Cambridge, Maryland.
Tim drives trucks. He goes out of state almost every day, so he grabs stuff like that while he's out. We got the 3 exhaust studs holding it, and just like the great Houdini from Puddin's Fab Shop on YouTube, yes, I watch him too. If 3 won't hold it, 4 never woulda. Yeah, I don't know how that math works out, but here we go, man. We're about to do a first fire on this thing. We're letting gas flow into the carburetor as we speak. Let's see if that accelerator pump's working, Tim. Oh yeah, she's working. Nice Chinese carburetor. That thing's good for the trash.
This key's powered?
Key's hooked up. See what we get here, man. I'm kind of hopeful for this one, guys. Kind of hopeful for this one. This is the first time I've heard this one run.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Tim, bro. Yo.
It ain't going down like that.
Oh yeah, it's a 400, bro. This is a Honda, bro. This is an 81 Honda. What's wrong with you?
That's ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, that Pro Circuit sounds titties. If titties sounded like exhaust, that's what they would sound like.
It don't even smell bad.
It's not even smoking, bro. It looked like it inhaled a pound of dirt, so I don't know how that thing's not smoking, but it probably will. And guys, this is ice cold, man. This is ice cold, guys.
Hold on.
Ice cold to touch. What you got, Tim? Yo, guys, we're just winging it on this series, so you guys like it better that way. Uh-oh, what we got? Gonna show them it's ice cold.
Hold on, full Celsius.
Celsius. I got some viewers in Europe. 61.5 degrees. The head is only 69 degrees, 70 degrees. So guys, if you don't know me from other videos, I always say I like to keep it genuine and truthful as I possibly can. So if I'm telling you this is the first start, you don't have to believe me, but there's no point in me lying to you. What do I get out of that? It makes it funner to go through these troubles together. What are we looking like, Tim?
Something smoking.
Yeah, it's stuff burning off the exhaust. It's all right. Feel that thing thumping the ground? Dude, she sounds good. Oh, she sounds good. Yo, Tim, man, what'd you think? A wheelie down the road with no plastics? I think it's in order.
I'll give it a go.
He said, I'll give it a go. What'd you think, Tim? You happy with your purchase?
Yeah, this is nice.
All right, you got your receipt, right? In case you want to return it?
I actually got the title.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Gave him the title to this one, guys. Yes, I'm a good friend like that. All my friends need to have 400EXs. No, I don't need any more friends. Bro, she sounds good, dude. She's idling perfect. Holy shit.
That's crazy, bro.
Nah, it ain't crazy, bro. That's a 400EX, fellas. A 400EX. Got that motherfucking 400EX. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, buddy. Alright, guys, we're going to let this run a little bit. See you in the next scene. Got got real lucky. It's getting to the point where me and Tim are looking at each other going, how the hell could it be this simple? Besides the fact that it's a Honda and it's a 400EX, you know, I'm saying that to be, you know, funny, but let's see if this thing goes through the gears. We got the rear end jacked up. Something's got to be wrong with this. There's no way. There's no way it was that easy. Put an exhaust on it and it fired. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth, and fifth. Okay. All right. So now we're getting to the point where we got to see what parts this one is going to need for us to be able to just go ride it. So far we got the pivot bearings are shot. They're just shot. So this one definitely needs pivot bearings. It needs an air filter. I mean, it's running on the China carb, so just because of this series, yes, I brought over an OEM carburetor. Oh, yo, Tim. There's our fuel line we were missing. It's already on this carb. We're not going to put this on yet, guys, because we want to make this series to where it's how cheap can you possibly get into one of these, and what's the bare minimum it could possibly need. That's why I picked up two 400EXs, because not every situation is going to be the same. It's just not, you know? This one, I think we got pretty damn lucky on this. Got pretty lucky on this, man. Damn. She sounds good, bro. There's what silencer that is, guys, on a stock header. Stock head pipe. Stock head pipe. Stock head pipes aren't bad, guys. The inner diameter of those stock 400EX head pipes are actually larger than the FMF Power Bomb, like on the other quad that I got for this series. So we're gonna look over it a little bit more. If there's something else we see that we need, I'll pick back up and tell you guys the list of parts that we need to order for this one. And then in the next video, we're gonna look at the other one that I got. I think the other one's a little bit worse off than this one is, but it comes with a caveat. The other one has long travel A-arms, long travel front shocks. It has the FMF Power Bomb. It has a DMC silencer, which is worth a couple bucks actually. And it's got some really stupid cheap wheel spacers in the rear of the other one, which I personally won't ride on that. So, you know, and any parts that I do have that I don't have to buy, I will still put the value of that part in what it took to get these things going. So, all right, we're gonna make a list. I'll pick up and tell you guys what we need for this one, and then I'll piece you guys out. Almost over. Thanks for watching this long. We are, really, the only thing we could see is the rear brakes need to be bled. There's no brake fluid in it. And Tim, show them this wobble on that pivot bolt there. Yeah, Tim said he'll still send it down the road in a wheelie. Tim, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I mean, it would probably be fine, but I don't want to risk damaging something else. We're trying to do this as cheap as possible. But I'll leave, it's your quad. I will leave that up to you, sir. Yes, guys, a little bit of surface rust on her. That's all right. Somebody probably left it outside, you know. Never really understood that. Yeah, that's going to be a seized pivot bolt. 400EX, guys, these things are known for the pivot bolts getting seized, and I'll tell you exactly where they get seized. Yeah, she ain't budging, bro. She's seized, dog. She's seized. Guys, these pivot bolts, they get, obviously they go through from left to right. There's spacers that go into bearings, which give it the offset of where it sits on the engine. And if you see in here on the engine, right at the tip of my finger, those are steel sleeves that are inserted into the aluminum engine cases. The pivot bolt gets seized to those. Quite a procedure to get these out. Not fun, but don't you worry, we'll get it. So, all right, pivot bolts, brakes need to be bled. Obviously the airbox is gonna need to be cleaned thoroughly. We don't wanna run any more dirt through it. I don't really think it needs anything else, this one, Tim, just to be ridden. The steering stem, like I mentioned, is bent, guys. You can see that there. You can see how, you know, she comes up here on this angle, and then the upper part is here on this angle. A good way to tell if these are bent, guys, with the plastics even on. You see how this top of this bushing here is spaced out from the bracket that it goes into? That's a good indicator that it's, you know, bent, because the rear section is tight and tucked in there. So, in tradition of this series, when we pull this off, I'm going to show you guys how you could straighten this out when we get to that point. Not right now. Parking brake cable was still on here. Somebody clipped it off. It looks like there's a Chinese aftermarket rear caliper on it. No big deal. They work. Oh, Tim, it might need brake pads in it, bud. There's no brake pads. That's maybe part of the reason.
Yeah, and brake flow.
Yeah, I got brake pads at the house. Don't worry. Any parts that I already have, like I said before, guys, I'll add the total of what they cost into each bike. So, we're now to the point of the video. What did I pay for this bike? So, this one, I'll tell you what I paid for the other one in the next video when we see if that one, what we need to get that one running. I got rid of a project that I had for cash, and this was a deposit, a down payment towards my unfinished project that I have. Doesn't matter which project it was, nothing recent, but we're going to go ahead and put a value on this. Basically what I would pay for this bike as it came to me. Not knowing that it runs now, not, you know, none of that. Just, it got, you know, I went and picked it up and bought it and took a risk on it. I'd pay anywhere from $800 to tops $1,200 for this bike, only because it came with a title. If it didn't have a title, $500 machine all day. But, you know, any of you guys disagree with that this is a $1,000 quad? That's fine. That's what the comment section for. Go ahead and drop a comment so I can tell you how you're wrong. And, yeah. Not a bad deal, man. Not a bad deal. That's going to do it for video 1 of this series, guys. I don't know what we're going to call this series yet, but I don't even really know if it needs a name. We might just put TRX 400EX for the low. For the low down in the title. So if you guys are excited about this, please drop a comment, throw a like. If this video doesn't get a certain amount of likes, I'm not going to tell you how many. We're just not even going to bother doing part 2. Me and Tim will just have all this fun by ourselves. And I kind of don't want to do that to you, you know? So smash that like button. And yeah, man, we'll see you in the next video where we're going to pull out the other one that I got. And we'll do the same thing to that one. And then I'll let you know what I paid for that one. If you watch the channel faithfully, you probably already know. And if you do know, keep it to yourself for now. Don't let anybody, you know, cheat and find out what I paid for the other one yet. You know, don't put it in the comments. If you know, you know. And I'll see you guys in the garage next time. Peace! Guys, anybody that's still watching, I wasn't going to add this in here, but this is the next day from when we started drilling this pivot bolt out. We got about 12 hours into this pivot bolt, man. Look at this shit, guys. Look at this shit. It is no fun when these pivot bolts are seized. And we did it with no damage. I mean, we touched the little case dowels a little bit, like just breathed on them. But, I mean, went through every size. There's all the pieces to it.
Get in here, bro. Look.
Yeah. It's too bright. What a bitch. See you guys in the next video.